Hi, and here is the story of investigation number 5. Now for something completely different, as Monty Python used to say. The group I worked with at that point, Haunted Yorkshire Paranormal Research, were approached by Dereks Ghoat management team, and we were asked if we would do an investigation of Illingworth Gaol as part of Derek's continuing series of ghost towns, which was on reality television. We sat and thought about it for a while and really wondered if we should do it due to the bad publicity that Derek had at that point in time with his antics with Most Haunted and the Antics Ghost Show, which was also running at the same time. We did give the matter quite some thought and then thought, well, publicity is good whichever way it is, and it does get us out there, and as has been said before, that as seen on TV has worked wonders for so many different groups of people. We did think about it. We thought, well, Derek is always becoming possessed, which is always by a very bad actor from Liverpool, oddly enough. But he does have the contacts, etc., etc., for us to perhaps pursue what we were wanting to do. Because at this time, and I'm sure Dawn will confirm this, we had become affiliated with the Transatlantic Paranormal Society, TAPS, another group of people from the television world, who had asked us to become part of their eyes and ears in the West Yorkshire, Northern England area of the UK, which again was a great honour. So we decided that we'd go along and we would investigate Illingworth Gaol for Dereks Acorah. We arrived at DeanClough Mill in Halifax, and we were told that we needed to go to Illingworth Gaol, which was on just past the Illingworth Bend between Halifax and Keighley. The cameramen were waiting for us and the reporters were waiting for us, and they said, right, go down the road 50 yards, we need to film you walking up towards the jail. So we began walking up towards the jail and then cut. Can we do it again? You're walking too fast, you're walking too slow. The cameras were rolling again. Action. So again we started walking up the hill towards the jail. No, you don't need to look at the camera. Cut. Okay, third time lucky. Cameras roll. Action. And we were led up to the Illingworth Gaol, walked directly past the cameramen without looking, and opened the door to enter the building. It wasn't a very big building. In fact, I think if I remember rightly, it only had 4 cells, and those 4 cells in the past have been used for vagrants, drunks, people who've been involved in fights, etc., etc. We climbed the stairs to the upper floor of the jail and got quite a shock because there against the back wall was a large black human-shaped figure. But on closer inspection it was a mannequin, and when we looked round there were a few mannequins that were like in storage there for whatever reason. I don't really know. There were a few orbs, but then again of course there was a lot of dust in there. So I personally would have thought that was dust. We picked up on a couple of things from residual energies and that and the other, but nothing conclusive. In fact, it's quite a disappointing jail in general. Anyway, some security men came in. We need to get you out of here now. We need to get you out. Well, why? What's the problem? There's a pub just down the road called the Talbot, and there's quite a lot of drunks down there who have said they're going to come up here and create havoc and smash up all the equipment. So that was it. End of investigation. We were all taken back to DeanClough Mills, and we went into the green room where we sat down and had a cup of coffee and had a chat. There were quite a few people in the room, and then all of a sudden the door opened, and in a blinding flash of white teeth and hair stood Dereks Acorah himself. And he came and spoke with us, thanked us for doing what we'd done, and he apologised for any inconvenience that had been caused by these idiots in the pub, and asked us if we would go into the main auditorium where the event was being filmed and sit out, you know, and watch the rest of the show. Yeah, I love Derek or hate him, I have to say that he was a very, very charming man, very charismatic man, and seemed a genuinely decent type. So, we were led into the auditorium by somebody from the television film crew into our special seats reserved for the paranormal investigators. So there we were, right in front of house, for what, another 3 hours of what I've got to describe as like watching a coffin warp. It was the most boring experience I've ever had in my life. The constant break with adverts, the constant chit-chat of nonsense going on, the audience oohing and ahhing at this, that and the other. However, on that night there was a very funny, but it still makes me smile. You know, Derek had a spirit guide called Sam, and Sam guided him in everything he did. And we were watching him being filmed as we were being driven round Halifax, and Sam was telling him, you need to go there, turn left at the next roundabout, go straight ahead at the traffic lights, etc, etc. And Derek says, Sam is drawing me now to this house. I've got a very, very special message for the woman who lives in this house. So the car pulled up, Derek got out, knocked on the door with the cameraman, and there was nobody in. Sam got it wrong. But all in all, it was, as I say, exciting to start with, and soon became the most boring thing I've ever been involved with. But, as I have said before, life goes on. Some people have been asking about the spirit world and why can some people see it and others not. And I don't think it's a case that some can't. I think there's a case that some just don't want to. But for those of you who are struggling with it, what I would like to recommend to you to try, I won't promise it will work, but does anybody remember the magic eye books, which were all dots of different colours and shapes and patterns, yet hiding behind that pattern was a 3D picture of whatever? And in using those books, what you need to do is to kind of slightly put your eyes out of focus until it brings the picture through. And I found in my own experiences that the spirit world is like that. It's there, behind what you can see. What you need to do is just put your eyes out of focus, concentrate, and try and see beyond your normal field of vision. And I'm quite sure that a few of you that try it will begin to see the spirit realm. It's nothing to be frightened of. Also, I do believe that the more you open yourself up to the spirit world, the more it will reveal itself to you. We're very close. The closeness between the two worlds is incredible. We walk the line between light and dark. That's it. That's where we are. So I would recommend you do that. And I'll leave you on that note now. And I'll call in here Sununos and the angel of death. I'll leave you to ponder these things. And the next investigations that I will be covering are two we did in one night. One was Skipton Castle in North Yorkshire and the other was Bolton Abbey. And the one at Bolton Abbey was short, sweet and had a very funny ending to it. I'll leave it at that for now. Thank you all once again so much for watching. I hope you enjoy what you're hearing. Please feel free to comment, click the like, press subscribe, hit the bell and you get more information as I'm uploading. Again, I thank you for all that you're doing in your support of what I do. Blessings to you all, love and light. Namaste.